5+ goals a game and 3 advanced forwards. This one's gonna cook. What's going on, guys? It is Josh, and today we have got a free striker 4-2-1-3 tactic that absolutely cooks. Now, I will say we're going to start off with the best team, as you can see on your screen, and work our way down. First of all, Man City, the creme de la creme. Some serious players, some serious ballers. Erling Haaland with 75 goals, Jeremy Doku with 39 goals, 3 players in the average rating, and Bernardo Silva picking up 35 assists. Now, I will say, when you've got 3 people, as in, well, 2 strikers feeding Erling Haaland and a man behind him, this man comes alive. He is an absolute demon in the game and scored tons of goals for us. 198 as a team in the league alone. Most shots at over 1,000, the fewest shots at 247. Possession down in 8th place. We don't really care because we're scoring so many goals. The fewest conceded, 2nd place with 35, and the clean sheets, we're actually not going to be on there. So this is going to be a all-and-out goal-scoring thriller, masterclass, bang, 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 goal, goal, goal. So if you like that style of football, this is definitely for you. Now, the data hub is going to be looking like this. 5.21 goals per game, 0.92 conceded, which, again, can be described as a bit higher for a Man City, but you're scoring 5 goals a game, so let's just calm it down. The pass completion is going to be quite low because it is quite a direct looking tactic, but this tactic didn't just win us the Prem, we also won the Champions League 4-3 over Girona, a little spoiler for who else we're playing with, the FA Cup 3-0 over Arsenal, the Carabao Cup 4-1 over Manchester United, and the Community Shield we win 4-2 over Manchester United as well. So that's going to be 5 trophies, but we also did win the Club World Championship, making it 6 trophies in 1 season. We'll take it. An absolute thumping against Ipswich, as it is going to be 1-0 inside of 12 minutes. Now it's going to be Gundogan building it up into Walker, into Doku to make it 2 inside of 20 minutes. I will say Ipswich do get a goal here, which is why you shouldn't be afraid to concede 1 goal with this tactic, because we go on to win this game 7-1. And as you can see, to make it 3-1, Walker down the right-hand side in the box into Erling Haaland to make it 3-1. And we've got time for a 4th. High pressing, intensity, great play. Haaland goes through. He makes it 4-1 in the first half. A little set piece there, which is why you should go over and get them, because we cook with them. De Bruyne, another goal, and there's time for 1 more. It's going to be Erling Haaland running at the back line. No one can stop him. It's domination. Next up is going to be Girona, again, a team that are not predicted anywhere near to win the league, let alone finish in the top 4. So the Spanish Cup, a big surprise, winning that 2-0 over Barcelona. A bit of an easy run getting to the final, but you can only play what's in front of you. You can't do anything else. The Champions League, we saw, obviously we beat ourselves with Man City. To be expected, obviously better team, same tactic, the better team will win. The Spanish First Division, we are going to go out and win very, very dominantly here with only 2 losses, that being against Valencia and Valladolid, which, to be fair, are 2 teams we maybe should be beating, but we didn't on the day. We still can't really complain. We won the league by 14 points, so let's not complain too much. Gutierrez, one of my best favourite left-backs in the game, picking up 24 assists, 3 players in the average rating, and actually Pau Lopez, just 1 clean sheet behind big Thibaut Courtois. And as we can see, outscoring everybody in the league. Forget your Madrids, forget your Barcelonas, Girona is the way forward. The most shots at 751, possession 7th, we'll take 7th. It's not bad. 52%, we'll take it. A little bit behind Real Sociedad and Sevilla, but overall, I'm going to take that any day. The fewest conceded, 2nd place with 29 conceded, which is very good, to be fair. Madrid are going to be a little bit better on both of these because they have got the better backline and the better goalkeeper. But I mean, realistically, we can't complain at all. Of course, winning the league, winning the Spanish Cup, and getting to the Champions League final. Now, the data hub is going to look like this. 3.21, so yes, less goals per game, but also better defensively. And that is because we use the defensive variant of the tactics. Every video has 3 tactics. All of them get used, which is why I always say, make sure you go over and either get them from the Patreon or copy for free from the video, whatever you wish to do, because you need all 3 to take into any season. Now, that is a great result, but it wasn't the hardest team. let's go to the weakest team in the video. Another example of beating a better team is against Barcelona here. As you can see, inside of 13 minutes, a beautiful bit of play from the right-hand side to go 1-0 up, and just the high press there to Stegen goes to sleep, and that is a finish from that angle to clarify. A 2-0 lead, 72 minutes on the clock, a bit scrappy to Gutierrez, and it is going to be 3-0 inside of 72 minutes, and one last goal with Donny van de Beek. What a finish! And I made a bold call because I used the most attacking version of the tactic with the weakest team to see, can you go into a league and just go for goals, don't really care about defence, and clearly you can in Football Manager. Not a bad display in the Cups either. Realistically, the FA Cup more of a standout than the Carabao Cup, but the Sky Bet Championship, we do win, we do draw 2 games, and of course lose 3 games there. But when I say we went attacking, we went all-out attack. I mean, the player stats are remarkable, and the goals are insane. 193 over 1,070 shots. Defensively, we do sacrifice a bit. 3rd place with Bristol, and obviously down in 8th when it comes to the clean sheets. Possession, nowhere to be seen. Pass completion, nowhere to be seen. But this tactic is all about goals, 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 and even with a team like Hull City, 4.2 goals a game, 1.11 conceded, and 82% pass completion, and over 23 shots per game. So, yes, you're conceding over a goal a game, you're scoring 4+ goals a game, and you're winning the championship. This cooks. It even works against some of the best teams in the world. Manchester United, we are going to go over and beat 3-1. To be fair, it's a great start. They do equalise, though, fairly quickly after. Xerxes before half-time, but we come alive in extra time. Pedro into the box, into Badia, who is going to make it 2-1, and we're going to make it 3 from a set piece. And now over to your favourite part of the video. If you are enjoying back home, be sure to smash a big like on this video and subscribe and whack that bell on. And if you enjoy rebuilds, you love rebuilds, you can come over and check out my second channel in the description. We post a rebuild between every 2 to 3 days, and your favourite team has probably been done, but if not, get a comment below and we'll make sure we go and do it on the second channel. Loads of you have come over and you seem to be loving it, but to make this tactic, you want to simply go over and load in a tiki-taka, and just for now, we'll load in a 4-3-3. Next up, what you want to do is change the mentality set to attacking, because this is, again, a very attacking tactic, meaning you should have something called a custom tiki-taka on the attacking mentality. Again, if you do want to get access to all 3 of these tactics today, you want them on console, you want them on mobile, you want my rebuild files, you want all of my sort of tactical advice, one on my tactical help, and much more. We do a monthly giveaway. This month's is £450 split between multiple winners. You can come and join the other 5,000 people where you can be a Patreon today. We've got endless content for the rest of this year, and also FM25, we're taking it up a notch with more content, which is a little bit of a secret, but trust me, it's going to bang. But let's go through and learn a little bit about this goalkeeper then. So he is going to be set to a sweeper keeper, simply on defend with one instruction, and that is going to be tackle harder. Now, I did see a comment the other day saying, Josh, why have you got tackle harder on? It's broken on this game. So in the meta tactics, it will be on almost every player because it's busted in the game. It works incredibly well. Now, I am going to try and make an effort to not have it on every player in every tactic going forwards, but if you want results, you use tackle harder. It sort of goes hand in hand. I'll be completely honest. Now, going over to the wing back on the right hand side, we are going to have him simply set to attack, and he is going to have some instructions. Those are going to consist of take more passing risks, dribble more, and also stay wider. This means this player is going to be a key player for going forward on the right hand side and creating chances, resulting in, well, quite a fair few assists. We are then going to go with a ball playing defender on the right hand side, who is simply going to be set to dribble more and also tackle harder. The left back on the left-hand side is going to be another wing back who is actually going to share the same instructions. So, take more passing risks, dribble more, and also stay wider. That's a player that hasn't got tackle harder on, so not everyone does. The other ball-playing defender is also going to match the right-hand side, so dribble more, and this one does have tackle harder on. I am sorry. And now this is where we really learn how this team sort of comes together. So let's drag these up here, have this player here, have this player here, have this player here, and now let's talk about some player roles. So on the left hand side, we are going to opt for a DM on support, and he is going to have some instructions, but one instruction, can you guess what it is? It is going to be tackle harder. On the left hand side, simply on support. Next to him is going to be a DLP, and he has got one instruction. Can we guess what it is? It's not mark tighter, it's not dribble less, it is going to be tackle harder, again in the midfield, completing a very good partnership in midfield. Going up the pitch, we could have used a shadow striker, but I personally went with an attacking midfield player on attack. He is going to be told to hold up the ball, take more passing risks, roam from the position, and also tackle harder. And this is where the tactic actually becomes good, essentially, because this is why the tactic works so well in the game, because you can go over. We are going to deploy 3 advanced forwards because it is by far the best striker role in terms of goals and getting in behind and really matching this tactic's pace. Now on the right hand side, we are going to deploy dribble more and also run wide, and we are also going to do that on the left hand side, because essentially what this does is you somewhat play a 4-2-3-1. If you just imagine you got your 4, your 2, then these players are sort of out here, so they are quite a bit more attacking than the perfect flat 4-2-3-1, but it does somewhat shape up like it in game, and it works really well. And if you're at a club which has got 3 great strikers, or you want to have a little bit of fun, it's very fun to play with, and it's quite fun to use different tactics at this stage of the game. Of course, we are now coming towards the end of FM24, although are we? We've got a little bit of time left, but it's nice to switch it up is what I'm trying to say. Now, going over to what is going to be the actual team instructions, again, the tiki-taka on the attacking mentality. In possession, we are going to go down to fairly narrow. We're going to pass into the space, underlap right, underlap left, focus down the left and the right hand side. The crosses, they're going to be set to the low crosses, dribbling, run at defence, the tempo maxed out to higher, and the passing actually down to shorter. So a mixture of focusing down wide areas and underlap and runs results in absolute wide play dominance. In transition, we're going to counter press, we're going to counter, distribute quickly, distribute over opposition defence, while taking long goal kicks. So something a little bit different to the usual tactic. And out of possession, we are going to go with the high press, the much higher defensive line, step up more, get stuck in, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and lastly, a maxed out trigger press. Now to the tactic that scored over 4 goals a game with Hull City. So the idea behind this tactic was to make it somehow even more attacking, and that is done by tweaking a few things, not too much because it's already very attacking as it is, but the goalkeeper does remain the same, as does both of the ball playing defenders. The wing backs also remain unchanged, but we are going to double up on DMs. Now on the right, we've had it because he can then get further forwards and dribble more and contribute to that attack. The left DM is simply going to be set to tackle harder. The introduction of a shadow striker makes all the difference, because at some stages of this game, you have essentially got 4 strikers getting in the box, which is impossible for any team to defend when you're playing the AI. If you're playing online, of course, it's very different. Maybe they could counter it, but the AI just completely folds. Now, mentality-wise, we're going up to very attacking. So again, definitely designed to have fun with, go in and just outscore. You are going to be expecting to concede a goal this game. So that's all I'm going to say. Attack and width, we are going to go down to fairly narrow. We're going to pass into the space, underlap left, underlap right, focus down the left and the right hand side. The final third is going to go down to low crosses. We're going to run at defence, be more expressive, max out the tempo to higher, and the passing is going to go down to slightly shorter. Now, of course, because we are very attacking, by default, it locks out the fact that we can't be more disciplined, we can't dribble less, and the time wasting, of course, is on never. In transition, we're going to counter press, we're going to counter, we're going to distribute quickly, and again, this worked flawlessly over the opposition backline. No shame in it at all. And out of possession, we are going to match the high press with the much higher line, step up more, get stuck in, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and lastly, a maxed out trigger press. Now to a tactic to defend the games out with. After you've gone this attacking, you need one a little bit more sensible. And that is where this version comes in, and it goes down a little bit more of a possession-based route, so the goalkeeper does remain the same, the ball-playing defenders don't. They remain as ball-playing defenders, but no tackle harder and no dribble more. The wing-back on the right and on the left are now purely on there for default purposes. The DM on the left and on the right are simply both now on tackle harder. No get further forwards, no moving into channels, nice and simple. The AM comes in on support, on cross less, hold up the ball, shoot less, roam, and also tackle harder. The false line on the right, move into channels. On the left, move into the channels. And the advanced forward, simply on the default, where also he'll be moving into the channels. Now, the team instructions all built off that custom tiki-taka on the balanced mentality. We're going to go all the way down to narrow, really compress that team and hold up the ball. We are still going to pass into the space because we still have very good runs being made that I want to find. The final third is going to go down to low crosses. We're going to play out from the back. That never changes. Nice and key. The tempo, however, does change. The tempo is now going to be set to standard. The passing down by 1 to shorter, which makes up for a very possession-orientated style of football. In transition, we're going to counter-press, we're going to hold the shape and play to anyone across that back line. So again, a really big change, not as risky going over the opposition back line. And lastly, we are still going to stick with the high press, but actually rock with a standard line. We are, however, going to keep the maxed out trigger press, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and get stuck in. And that's going to give you boys and girls not 1, not 2, but 3 versions of my incredible 4-2-1-3, which is a ton of fun to play with. You've got the default tactic, the attacking one, and defensive one. Make sure you're going over and getting all 3 or copying them. Make sure you've got all 3 at your disposal because it works really, really well. If you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. More importantly, just enjoy the rest of your day. Much love.